Wondering what Splendid Spoon is, how it works, and is it worth it? I'm going to be sharing all of my thoughts in today's video, answering some of the most frequently asked questions, cost, whether or not it's actually healthy as advertised, with a lot of stuff that I have never seen anyone talk about before, and I'm pretty critical on it. How long to store the food, all of those good stuff about the plant-based meal delivery service. And then in my future videos, I will be doing a taste test of their grain bowls, smoothie, wellness shots, so much good stuff, and eventually I'll do a comparison of Splendid Spoon versus Daily Harvest. And I know you guys won't want to miss any of that, so hit that notification and subscribe button. If you guys are new here, my name's Rachel from the Confused Millennial. Welcome to my channel. I have been kind of just testing out these different meal delivery services to try to figure out what I plan to stock my freezer with once my newborn comes, and also just to make pregnant life with a toddler easier. So let us get into answering all those questions. What Splendid Spoon is and offers. It's a plant-based meal delivery service currently offering smoothies, soups, grain bowls, noodle bowls, wellness shots, and they even have a one-day reset program to reset your digestive system. They have options for a lot of specialty diets, so whether you're doing Whole30, paleo, gluten-free, or vegan, they probably have you covered. They really focus on no sugar added, dairy-free, low sodium, and non-GMO options. As far as how it works, they offer customers quite a bit of flexibility in what they're getting, 4 meal plans to choose from, and that really dictates how many meals you're going to be getting and the cost. And then within which meal plan you choose, you can choose the individual items, and they have over 50 options to choose from. Splendid Spoon currently costs between $65 all the way up to $185 per box, depending on which meal plan you're subscribed to. From there, you schedule a weekly delivery, or you can skip deliveries and you can cancel at any time. In the blog post version of this video, I will leave kind of the details for how to skip and where to find that in your account and all that type of stuff. Now, the big question, is Splendid Spoon healthy? I got a lot of thoughts on this, and this is what you won't hear in any other review or video, at least none that I've come across. So yes, by the average American standard diet standards, Splendid Spoon is healthy. It focuses on plant-based, whole ingredients like veggies, legumes, healthy fats, proteins, like all that good stuff we've always been told that we should be eating more of in our diets. They're packing into their meals. You're getting your good amount of fiber, your good amount of protein, like check, 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 check. However, I think healthy is a subjective term. What your body might respond really well to may not lead my body to respond super well to. Some people can eat gluten, some people that causes way too much inflammation and they feel horrible. That's like, I think, an easy example. Personally, I don't like that they use canola oil. Canola oil is super inflammatory. Both my husband and my daughter and myself are on very anti-inflammatory diets. If you guys watched my Why We Changed Our Diets in 2020 video, you kind of saw our health journey with the ER visits, the parasites, all of these different things. Very conscious about reading ingredient labels, and so some things that may not bother other people, like having a little bit of canola oil, are things that we really try to avoid in our house. Another example of where I'm like, are they healthy? Is they seem to currently really use and rely on rice flours to create their gluten-free options. I looked at all of their noodle bowl ingredients. They all were made with rice noodles, and I really hope to see this change down the road. Real quick explanation on this. For the last 5 years, we're only just now starting to see articles and research and data come out about the arsenic levels in rice. And action levels from the FDA have only been starting to be implemented over the last decade. With so many people moving towards gluten-free diets or reaching for gluten-free options because they think it's healthier, my concern is that they don't really understand how they're increasing their exposure to these environmental toxins that are found in most rice. Obviously, like, we can't avoid environmental toxins altogether. It's in everything. It's not unique to Splendid Spoon by any means. I would really like to see them do, which is kind of what we follow in our household, is just diversity. Yes, I still buy rice noodles when I want to make a pad thai dish, but we also reach for cassava noodles or lentil noodles or quinoa noodles. We try to vary up our gluten-free options so that we're reducing our exposure to any one type of environmental toxin load, if that makes sense. So just kind of like keeping a rotation of other types of gluten-free flours in their products, I think would be a really nice change to see from them and would give me a little bit more of a boost in my are they healthy opinion. So in that kind of same vein of environmental toxins and are they healthy, Splendid Spoon is not entirely organic, and they don't advertise or market themselves as organic either, so I gotta give them major kudos for that too. You have to read the individual product's ingredient label to see which ingredients in that product are organic, and from what I can tell, it looks like they choose organic for any produce on the Dirty Dozens list. So if you don't know what the Dirty Dozen is, basically every year, I think it's the EWG, and they say these are the 12 dirtiest produce options from the last year. These are the clean 15, the 15 cleanest ones. And so the general recommendation is always buy organic for your produce that's on the Dirty Dozen list. Don't worry about it on the clean 15 list. But what people typically don't talk about is the grain side of things. So going back to that rice flour, going back to legumes, chickpeas, about the I always mess up the pronunciation of this word. Glyphosate, it is the weed killer Roundup that is found in our rainwater today. It's everywhere today. But when we can choose organic options, we're at least reducing our exposure to glyphosate. I don't know how to say it. I will never know how to say it. I love that they have the Dirty Dozen opting as organic, but I would also like to see them opt for organic on their legumes or any of the grains they're offering too, because those are typically some of the dirtiest. And we are just now starting to finally see, I think New York was the first state that has outlawed the use of it. Mexico has already been getting rid of it completely. I do anticipate this to catch up over time, but as we know, health standards in the food industry is mostly based off of lobbyists, not the people. So those are kind of the things that we look for in our home to keep us healthy. Organic on, yes, the Dirty Dozen, but also on processed foods and grains, anti-inflammatory options for food in general, but especially oils, which is like a whole other thing to talk about. So for us, that means typically used as a cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Everybody's gonna respond differently. Everyone's gonna have different kind of things, but canola is generally like a huge no-no. Safflower, sunflower, all of those types of grapeseed oils that are high in PUFAs are big no-nos for us. And then my last kind of sentiment about the healthy thing is the fact that all their products come in plastic. This is one of those like pros and a con things. So most people love Splendid Spoon because unlike a lot of the other plant-based meal delivery services out there, it is literally the lowest prep time. You grab and go, or you grab and just throw it in a microwave. I don't love that their grain bowls and their noodle bowls come in the plastic containers. We personally never microwave plastic, even if it is BPA and phthalate free. We do not microwave plastic whatsoever in our house. So I really hope that they switch those items that most people are going to be microwaving to some sort of cardboard, something that's just a little bit cleaner for our systems. So there you have it. But yes, by most standards, yes, they are healthy because of the health journey that we have gone down and where we are at as a family. It's definitely better than ordering takeout from a restaurant, but it's not the cleanest meal delivery option I have found. Going all the way back to choosing a plan that's right for you is going to be figuring out how long do the Splendid Spoon meals last. So their bowls and soups can be stored in a freezer for up to 3 to 4 months, definitely 3 months. And it can be stored in a fridge for 1 to 2 weeks. Splendid Spoon smoothies last for 1 week in your fridge or up to a month in your freezer. Again, points to them on convenience. You can literally freeze it in the bottle it comes in. It does not burst open. You don't have to add your own liquids or blend anything. These are literally grab and go options, which is so convenient. Same with their wellness detox shots. In fact, one of their shots was actually a juice that I made during my first trimester. It was my holy grail pregnancy warding off morning sickness shot. that. Theirs was really good, super convenient, much easier than having to clean my juicer every day. I love them for how easy they keep things. Another big question I know a lot of people want to know is, can you lose weight on Splendid Spoons? Again, every single body is going to be different. If you are eating the average standard American diet, my guess is yes, you will absolutely lose weight on it. They do not promote their product or their subscription service as a weight loss program at all. They do focus on, like I said earlier, real whole foods, balanced meals, and obviously they pre-portion it all out for you. I think you need to look at what you're currently eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then what you're planning to replace a Splendid Spoon with, and go from there. I have seen some people say that they felt like the portion sizes were smaller than what they typically ate. One of the things that you guys will see in my taste test that both my husband and I were like, oh wow, these grain bowls are actually like pretty decent portion sizes. I did not feel like they were small at all, but everybody's going to be a little bit different. They do make it really easy to store them and just put them back in the fridge, keep them for the next day, which I appreciate. Once again, huge bonus points. If you are looking for the quickest, easiest, least amount of cleanup meal delivery service, Splendid Spoon wins on that front in my book. Make sure to hit that notification and subscribe button, because in my next video I will do a taste test of their grain bowls and some more of their offerings, and I will also be doing my comparison on Splendid Spoon versus Daily Harvest, so you won't want to miss that. In the meantime, feel free to go ahead and check out my past Daily Harvest reviews, or check out my Veho review, which is a portable juice and smoothie blender with these little fun to-go pods. Super easy, super convenient, especially if you are looking to lose weight. They do have actual tons of like reset programs for you too. Until next time, my name is Rachel. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram at The Confused Millennial with any questions. Have a good one.